Anxiety tends to exist on the right side of the brain. Okay? It's a right brain phenomenon. Unless you read some other books and tell you it's a left brain phenomenon. It doesn't actually matter. But we know that on scans there's an overactivity in one of the hemispheres of the brain when the person is experiencing anxiety. Now, because we know that to be true, in the majority of cases there's always exceptions. That means we can do stuff neurologically. I'm going to ask a volunteer, if no one volunteers doesn't have a demo, has anyone got anxiety they'd like to actually do a little experiment with? All you're going to do that's the same thing, is going to throw a ball around.
Does it need to be a high level or a low level?
Any level of anxiety that you can actually recognise that you've got it running through the body. He said he wasn't going to do it. Yeah?
Yep.
Okay. Have a ball. Now, you've probably done this before. All I'm going to ask him to do is to raise the level of anxiety to the maximum number he can get. How high? Let's say 10 being tops, 0 being not very big. How high would you say?
6, I think, at the moment.
Now, inside Ian, there is a pattern. There is the feeling that comes before his anxiety. There's his anxiety experience. There's the behaviours he does to calm himself down, and then there's what comes after. Okay? There's a standard chained pattern response. And within there, there's going to be various triggers, like putting on the spot and stuff like that. Is how high?
Probably 7.5 then.
7.5, get up to an 8? 8.5, 9?
If I really get into the feeling of the anxiety.
Yeah, do that.
Okay, yeah.
Isn't it weird people can really get into their anxiety? Everyone seems to be able to do this, so wants to do. Got it?
Okay, yeah.
Now hold that level. How high is it now?
I'd say probably a 9. Yeah.
9, get it up 9.5. And then 10.
Yeah.
Okay, hold it at 10. Do this, throw the ball hand to hand.
Can I look at the ball?
Next hands, keep the level as high as you can. What happened then?
It started dropping down as soon as I started to
Okay, how high is that?
fall outside.
Okay. Throw the ball a little bit faster and with nice relaxed hands. And just tell me when the anxiety comes down a little bit further.
It's probably a 3 now.
Okay. And stop throwing the ball. Now, because using both hemispheres of the brain, motor cortex, sensory cortex and stuff, hands are massively represented on the sensory cortex, okay, it's changing what his brain is having to do. So now, by getting him to neurologically do something different, simultaneously to feeling the anxiety, we start shaping the way he approaches the anxiety. Get it back up to a 10.
I'm going to work this a bit, I think.
Now, typically what you start to see is they find it harder to do. Okay? They can get there, but invariably it's harder to get there, and there's something else that happens. Have you got it now?
I'll probably get it to a 6 now, I think.
They can't get it quite as high. Can you get up to a 7?
Yeah.
Okay, get up to an 8. So it's harder to do each time. Hold it at the level. Now, oddly, this won't work. Okay? The hands, so this won't work. The ball has to pass the midline. And the hands, it works best, oddly, don't know why, if you do this configuration. So that, when the ball leaves the hand stops.
Oh, I dropped the ball.
How high is the anxiety now?
2.5.
What about now? Facial expression here.
I thought it's very difficult to actually keep it in mind when you do
Yeah,
this.
because neurologically he's now doing something to his brain that he would normally do. And this is the important thing to be doing. Okay, stop. How high can you get the anxiety now?
Probably 4.5, I think that's about it.
Okay, hold it at that level. It goes quicker each time. Now here's the deal, there's several things that are going on here. I'm patterning in a new response, because most people with anxiety, because of this loop that goes on, it becomes self-feeding. Have you ever had that thing stuck in your head and then you can't sleep, you can't eat, there's a positive feedback loop going on. What we're doing is interrupting that loop, and now we're going, get anxious, calm down. Get anxious, calm down. Get anxious, calm down. So what we're aiming for is anxiety becomes the trigger to go calm. Before, anxiety has been a trigger to do other stuff. does not help, which is why it becomes so